Morning, buddy. Uh, what are you doing? Want to want to talk about morning. Um, religious narcissistic people and guilt tripping. I was watching this video. It was by Chris Reese. I also watched about narcissists are actually warlocks by Find You Free, and it was good. And this is when I watched one about the scriptures narcissist, the religious narcissist. Um, both called a Christian covert narcissist. Um, this is up there with people like Jim Jones and televangelists like um, Joel Steen and um, Robert Tilton, um, Jimmy Swaggart. Um, list goes on and on. You have these religious fundamentalists, like the Mormon fundamentalist, Christian fundamentalist, and Scientologist. Um, they use religion against you as form of scripture guilt tripping. Um, and I had to confess to what I did yesterday, last night, and but also it was mostly a confession, but also a troll. So mostly a confession, but also a partial troll. Because when I said that if we wanted to powwow, you know, meaning talk, shit like that would have really pissed the people off. And plus, um, um, it would not look good. So there is no pow. There ain't gonna be no powwow. There ain't gonna be none of that. So I was that I think was a troll. Troll. Hey, get off there. Get down. Hey, get down. Don't tell me no. Don't tell me no. Get down. Um, but it was mostly a confession. Is what I did. This would have been the second time. The first time was when the individual came on to my live feed. The first time. I'm in it then. I'm in it now. Yeah. I put him in. I removed him. I put him in timeout, and I hid him from the channel. And people do things. I mean, like they do things. There are times where people do things without even realizing that what they're doing is they're making it worse, more harm than good. And yeah, what I was doing was doing more harm than good. It put someone in a very dangerous position spot now. My fault. All because of me. Yeah. And so the thing is, it was doing more harm than good. It was that part was ego, vengeance. That part, because it, I want to say about I'm saying about what I did. Yeah. The reason I did what I did wasn't that I didn't hate the guy. It's morally of I don't really hate the guy. It's more that I did not like the way um he comes out as. Um it's like hearing Jim Jones. It's like hearing these religious zealots, you know, but I'm glad I got this video that I was watching. I watched yesterday by Chris Reese. Um, it was a good one. They tried to use God against you. They try to use God against you. That is a there are there are different types of narcissists, different types of narcissists, and he is one of them. He's referred to as a Christian covert narcissist, and it's narcissists are the term narcissist. I guess you could say it's a sin, part of the seven. Well, I don't know if you could place it as an eighth deadly sin, narcissism. Um, Christian covert narcissists use four scriptures. They can't resist twisting. I think that when you use scripture eh, like that, it's a form of guilt tripping. You know, it's what nuns use, preachers use. All these preachers they use it against you. They try to make you look guilt make you guilty, look or feel guilty. Anyone with a level head can see through that. Watch this one by
Most people are too lazy to do this, but it saves homeowners a fortune. I worked in
by Find Your Mind. She's from St. Croix. And she talked about how narcissists are actually warlocks. About that, I was like, I was thinking about that term, that phrase right there, and I was wondering, can covert Christian narcissists be a warlock too? Can they? Because she says that. Here, I want to play this real quick.
And when we talk about warlocks, we're talking about those who are sorcerers, those that are magicians, those who are good with, kind of hiding their hand, those that are good with manipulating. All of these things are levels of warfare that warlock that allows narcissists to move and maneuver the way that they move and not really cast out of society altogether. So they're magicians. They're very dark magicians. Warlocks are more energy of being, a very negative and lower force magician that they are. They work with the energy of spelling very heavily. So even though you wouldn't see it, they might not be sitting at a pot. They might not be sitting down doing sigils and literally chanting and incantating over things. They're not necessarily doing that, but their whole energy is that of a warlock, of a sorcerer. And so they get you cornered and they decide that they want to target you that day so that they can usurp their energy, they can suck on your energy so that they can train you. They might chant all kinds of spells over you, calling you names to get you more, calling you, out, telling you that you're nothing. You never had nothing anyway. So they come on chanting and spelling over your life, okay? And trying to bring about negativity just by what they say, whether it's bringing about a negative thought form or putting things in your head that's going to have things cause you to doubt yourself more, have more of a challenge of making the right decision for yourself that you don't even trust that you're capable, smart enough, and responsible enough, and wise enough, you don't have the capacity. They are spelling over you. That is the definition of somebody who is craft or sorcery. And so these, that's one of the women who deals with men. Male narcissists are warlocks. They are very bad witches. Okay, and they don't necessarily know that about themselves. But a lot of times they're being utilized by forces, very kind of low up that are working for them, and so they're being stabilized and upset so they perceive it, from a higher level, or having more empathy, being kinder, kinder beings, a good soul, good beings, and these are the ones they target. So not only do they want to steal that from you, and try to take that from you, but they also want to keep you down in your level and and down in your level place after they drained you completely of all the good that you came and showed up with. And so we need to understand. them for what they are. They're just certain things that we're having to live with in society right now. And instead of being so goofy about it, I think it's important that we just recognize it and know what it is. That's just them. They're warlocks. They're witches. They're very, very bad ones. You know, there's this whole movement, oh, witches aren't bad, women, you know, anyone who wants to manipulate and control other people by way of, you know, utilizing uh, words and like, environment and working with different things to try to control other people. Yeah, that's a witch, and that wouldn't what I consider to be a positive, right? Um, so it just is what it is, and these things exist, and they're everywhere, and we just have to know how to deal with them. And so it's very important that we have our spiritual protections, that we're praying over ourselves, that we're working with the benevolent energy, whether it's Orisha or whatever you're working with on spiritual journey to protect yourself and to create a barrier around yourself so that you don't continue to draw these energy vampires into the space in your life. Because that's what they are. They don't have what you have. You know, and war, and it's not even people, but it's demonic. It's they just you know they're enraged and they want to put that rage in you. So you have to know what it is you're dealing with out there. And I just think
They use words in their spells. Um, um, I know that women can also be in that area as well as witches. Witches that puts, I mean, they can use words, manners. I mean, just like what she said. They use things against you like words, and I mean, just basically say anything to get in your head to control you. And um, this is just this is insane, really insane. Um, really insane. Um, really insane. Um, you have these also you have these female preachers. Um, Now here's a question I got. Robert Tilton, uh, and there's another female preacher, televangelist, and they speak in tongues. And now my question: what's with speaking in tongues? Is that some kind of um, some kind of I mean, I know it's not. It's a uh, religious scripture narcissism bullshit. Um, and um, yeah, narcissists are evil people. Very evil, very arrogant monster man. Um, I think there's a lot of narcissists out there that um, just really hold on. I got your food and water. Oh, I know. Um, Humanity is full of so much mystery, man. This world is full of mysteries and shit like that. Um, um, I'm thinking right now that I'm going to stand by my actions of what I did. But do I apologize? Yeah, yeah. But I still stand by them. Yeah. Um, it's it's a vengeance in a way, but it's the way he treats some of the people he interviews, people who tell their story, trying to get it out there for others to listen, and the interruption, the interruption is disrespectful. Um, um, it's disrespectful, and it is part of that scripture narcissism. Um, Stuff. He played off as the good old boy, but he's not. He's not. Um, I know that someone will see my reason for removing him and putting him time out as vengeance. Um, yeah, yeah, I did what I did. You know, I apologize. I admit what I did. And I still stand by my actions, even though I confess and admit it of what I did. I don't hate the guy as a human being. It's the way he treats his some of his guests and other people. But I cannot digress more. So here, watch this Grease Reese video on the covert Christian narcissists. There's 4 scriptures they use to pretty much it's a form of biblical guilt tripping. That's what it is. It's nuts. It's insane. It's insane. And I think it's really insane, man. It is. All right, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and go. It is coffee time. My name is Reverend Ordo, and this has been the Anonymous Mando'Ade Network. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification. Always live healthy, happy, and wise. Love you guys. Always be wise. And we'll see you next time. Peace out. Godspeed. Godspeed. Buddha bless.